Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go, let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. Let's go, let's go. Oh, let's start this show.
Let's start this show. Let's start this show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How do I sound? Maybe it's my mic because it's so close. It's echoing. Good morning, good morning. Oh, sound better. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank y'all for coming through. It is Friday. Just got paid. Friday night. Getting right. Like the mood. Looking fine. Hey, good morning, Ambrosia. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to Shantae. Good morning. Thank you for coming through. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. Good morning, Naries. It's good to see y'all. Good morning. Good morning. So we got a show today. We're going to talk about Drake and Meg. You know, they just dropped a new album, him and 21 Savage, called Her Loss. And so I've been trying to listen out to it this morning. We're going to talk about Dwayne Wade. He did respond to his ex-wife's petition. And I want to shout out Risa because last video I went to watch my last replay and I was able to watch the chat. And she was definitely dropping some gems as it was related to that situation. And I have to honestly admit, I didn't know as much as I did now related to that situation. So we'll break that down when it comes to talking about that. And we're going to get into this Chrisean and Blueface. This has been an interesting night for those two. The baby mom did an interview. Chrisean Rock got wind of it. She took to Twitter and it went there. She started dropping text messages and all of this stuff. And Blueface responded. And so we're going to get into that as well. But before I begin, of course, I want to welcome y'all into the space. And I want to thank y'all for coming here this morning. I really do appreciate it, as always. So let's get into it. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Thank you so much again, as always, for being here this morning. We got a couple things to get into. But before I do that, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate it. We've been rocking out this whole fucking week, yo. I've been live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I was gonna go live Monday, but I've been here every day, and it's been a pleasure to like follow a story and you all be there with me. So it's been great, great. And shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for helping me grow as this content creator I want to be. Shout out to y'all for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. And I definitely pay attention. And I'm starting to remember y'all my names and stuff like that. Shout out to the members and moderators. Thank you, Moddies, for always being here for me. And thank you, members, for constantly supporting me month in and month out. I now have officially some members who've supported me for like a total of 12 months. So I want to thank you for that so much. Dope subscribers. And if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me an early start. And Replay Gang, I'm talking to you too. You can give me an early start as well. Right now, you can hit that like. Everybody likes matter. I'm not, shading, discriminating towards anyone. I really do appreciate your likes, especially if you enjoy the commentary. Now, I hate having to even say, but if you aren't subscribed, come on. Even you, Replay Gang, hit that subscribe button. Join the crew, join the club. And if you appreciate what I'm giving, what I'm serving day in and day out, and you want to show some love, you can always do so by sending me a cash app at $Roman L Jackson. Everything is appreciated. And I really do try to upgrade and do some things here with the channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's get right into today's show. So, like I have been doing like the past Fridays, what I wanted to do was kick today's show off with a quote of the day that we can take into our weekend and our week. And so today's quote of the day, I saw it a couple of days ago and I started and I said, this could be very applicable to us. So here's what I saw. This one was, you can always make more money, but you can't go back and make more memories. Enjoy your life now. And I think it was so important to me because I'm always thinking about opportunities and not necessarily thinking about experiences and moments. I'm always thinking about, okay, what's the next thing I should be doing to get to something? You should focus on memories. You should focus on taking some time out to take that walk, to, take that trip, to enjoy that cup of coffee, to take those extra minutes out the day, to have that little time and watch a little bit of TV or go hang out, have dinner with a friend. Don't cook yourself dinner today. Go out with a friend. I tell myself that. I was like, oh, go have dinner. Go create. You're making money. You're having a job. But sometimes we forget, even us young folks forget that it's about also creating experience. I don't care how wealthy you are or how poor you may consider yourself. You should always be thinking about doing something throughout your week, throughout your day that's going to be supportive of your health, make you feel good. This right here is one of those I call myself making a moment or an experience because I appreciate doing this. It's fun. It's a habit. I enjoy it. You should find time to do that. Everything isn't about, making more money because we find even on the show that people who make more money, they don't live happy lives. We got a lot of celebrities out here doing the craziest shit, some of the most indane, and we're like, damn, you got all that money. I always say that they have all this money and you choose to do this. We just thought about even considering what recently happened with Takeoff. It makes you reconsider what you're doing, who you're moving around with, and stuff like that. So not to deter, sorry. You can always make more money, but you can't go back and make more memories. Enjoy your life now. And I really mean that. Enjoy your life now. Take time out to do some things that make you happy. And it don't have to cost, if you're somebody like me that like a road trip, you can hop in your car and just hit the nearest town or city over, just have a little quick getaway and come back. You never know what that little bit of time has done for you. Definitely does a lot for me when I do it. What's up, Slim Body Bands? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, Ox City 805 Queen. Per usual, on my way to work at 14:05 a.m. Vegas time. Oh, wow. It's Vegas time. It's my Wednesday, but oh, well. Get to the bag. That's right. Get to the bag. Get to the bag. My daily me time is spent with you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Sticks Girl and party people listening while getting ready. Yes, yes. So y'all make sure y'all have some me time. Enjoy yourselves. Don't make everything always about, get into the bag, because once you get to the bag, then you need to be able to enjoy the bag. Now, something else I saw that popped across my feed. I wonder if it's this mic. It's causing me grief because y'all don't hear it, but I hear it. It sounds like I'm far away. All right, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Do I sound far away? Okay. So something else that popped across my Twitter feed I thought was cute was this. Did you all see the Proud Family, the Carter's costumes? And you can see Jay-Z in the middle. You can see the twins. You can see Blue. You can see Beyonce twice. She's in the back, doubled up, and she's in the front also. She's playing the mom and the grandma. I thought this was so cute and a way to promote the show. People were like, damn, Beyonce could not be twice in the picture. Who? It couldn't be nobody else. No other female, nobody else. Tina Knowles couldn't even be in the picture. It had to be her twice. I said, well, how she gives it up. But I thought that was a cute picture. Shout out to the Carters. They always put on at least they always look good. All right, another thing, Takeoff. So, after our show yesterday, I typically tweet all our shows out on Twitter so people can click the link and watch. And so we had somebody who commented, and her comment on my Twitter on my post yesterday was adding this guy and saying he is the other shooter in the yellow hoodie. Now, I was going to have a show today where I just talked about that because I looked at the page and I did a little research, but I don't feel like I have enough to do a whole live where I'm dedicated, focused on this one other suspect. So I'm going to wait for more information to come out on that aspect. But I definitely think, hold up, allegedly, okay? I definitely think she's onto something. If you follow me on King Roman News, this tweet is still up. You can go and click on that link and see the individual, and then you can come back to my old video and watch the show. And yeah, there are some similarities there, but I'm gonna leave that up to to the police or the next big piece of discovery that comes out. So I did see that though. So we're still covering this investigation. I've been sub to you since the Beef Sector Game show. Oh yeah, them were the good old days. Salon should have been too. Being sharing the stage, not on nothing like that. All right, so let's get into it. So, yesterday we talked about Dwayne Wade and how his ex-wife filed a petition objecting to him legally changing his daughter Zaya's name. And so we talked about that, we discussed it, and there was some more clarity that I want to put behind that. It was definitely about just changing the name. Although some articles listed gender change, it wasn't specifically about that. It was merely about changing Zaya's name. So given that, she filed a petition. She listed a lot of different reasons, including wanting to, contracts with Disney and forcing her to make appearances and all kind of crazy stuff. So she listed this in her petition. And so yesterday, Dwayne Wade finally he responds to his ex-wife's objection to their trans daughter's name change. And he did it in a very, very, I would say, very well spoken manner, because when I read it, it not only gave me clarity about this one incident, but it gave me a picture about their whole entire situation, especially if you're somebody like me who wasn't following it like that. Like I really hadn't been following them too. So we're gonna read what he said to what his response to was his ex-wife's petition. Oh, okay, I thought my computer was trying to be slow today because I done switched computers. I gave my other one a break. Now we on the HP. All right, how'd that look on the screen? All right, y'all. So let's go through this real quick. So yesterday he puts this on his Instagram. Maybe this is too big for me. All right, there we go. So yesterday he put this on his Instagram. Since this must be the new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a damn shame. While I'm on a life-changing trip in our motherland, Africa, I've received a social media post about me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not and to do something against her will. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children. While none of us are surprised by Savon's attempt to fight Zaya's identity and her unwavering attempt to drag my name through the mud, I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of centering herself and her needs without regard to her children. Now, this report came out while Zaya was in class, and I was like, damn, while the girl was in class. So that gives you context that sort of there's no concern on the mother's part about what this may do to her child. And that was something that I didn't bring up yesterday. And again, that's why I said this was very eye opening. This is a kid who has maintained a 4.0 GPA in honors classes while navigating all this unsolicited and harmful attention and debates about her gender and sexuality from those who are committed to not listening to her, much less even knowing her. Savon tried a similar attempt over a decade ago, and while equally damaging lies and causing irreparable harm to her children. And 13 lawyers later, I was awarded sole custody of our two kids as an active NBA player. Now, all I ever wanted was to have my parenting time uninterrupted, as I knew that it would be a very difficult time for our kids to navigate their new normal. So instead of actually trying to co parent over the years, she's left her home to see more lawyers and has taken the time to talk to more lawyers since I filed for divorce. Then she's left her home to actually see or have truly spoken and listened to Zaya over all these years. And I said, damn, that's damning as hell. I've given her the opportunity to reach out to Zaya's teachers, doctors, and therapists over the years, and even meet her friends so she could get her own understanding of our child's needs for her life. She won't do it. She has not been to a school, recital, graduation, school dance, play, date, practice, parent, teacher conference, etc. And Zaya has given her every opportunity to try to get to know her. She won't do it. And when I saw that, I said she doesn't want to get to know her as Zaya. That's what I'm start feeling to understand. He goes on to say, as a woman who claims to be a good Christian mother, I've yet to see her make any sacrifice or effort to leave her own home to participate in her children's lives in over a decade. Zaya is not that same 3-year-old child anymore, and she's screaming that to the world, but most importantly to her mother. Wow. No one in our house would ever force Zaya or any of our children to do anything against their will, much less force an identity on them. This isn't a game for my family and definitely not for Zaya. This is her life. All the while, my wife in our village has been her rock in helping her pick up the pieces after heartbreak. Savon has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. As men, we get a bad rep for not showing up and being absentee fathers. Well, that's not the case here because I'm 10 toes down and I'm still going through the bullshit. I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family. The high road has run out of real estate. My lawyer will be in contact, and best of luck to the 14th lawyer as they try to unravel this book of lies that's been sold to them. That was definitely damning, to say the least, and it spoke volumes. It truly spoke volumes, especially to someone to like me who didn't really fully understand what was at stake here. And so after seeing that, of course, I wanted to not only get my opinion, but I wanted to get the opinion of other people who were reading this. So check out some of these comments and replies to what he said. So this first one says, a parent pulled something very twisted when I came out in high school, so I know the damage of something like what Zaya's mom is doing and can lead to. It's not the act of a loving parent, it's pure selfishness and in the name of religion. So it's important Zaya has the support system. But what was most important in this comment that I saw was the reply to this comment. It's also an attempt to recoup those child support dollars she's been missing out on and to save face for the fact that she's lost custody of her children. And that, I said, that sounds a lot more plausible to me. It really does. When I peel back the layers of what are you truly, truly upset about, and giving that in 2 more years, you are out of child support or any of custody or any type of battle. So now it's like the fight to hold on to whatever left I have to gain. So I read that and it put a little bug in my mind. I said, okay, I see that. I saw this other comment here. And this came, shout out to the plaintiff Jane. This came from her. I was reading that this comment, and I saw you. I said, "Oh, okay." And she says, "I think social currency clout is more of what he gains, but let's not pretend he doesn't get a bit more money from exploiting this." And I said, and that was along the lines of what I was saying yesterday, that she could be very wrong, the mother here, but we cannot negate the fact that he is getting endorsements, he is getting contract deals, he is making her a public player just by being the parent and providing that approval for her to get into these negotiations. Whether she wants it or not, he should know what comes with it. So I I can't take him out of that aspect of it. Although I see what he's trying to do, and I heard his message. I saw this comment here. I didn't know anything about their marriage or divorce. When a court decided that a parent who was traveling a great deal for their job was a better caregiver for the child than the parent who was constantly at home, that says a lot, and that does say a lot. It says a whole hell of a lot, and it leads us to believe that not only are you unfit, but you have not even put up a good fight. I mean, 14 lawyers now. Wow. I saw this comment here. Zaya just wants to change paperwork, and y'all folks talking about physical changes. Glad Wade is protecting his daughter and giving her that safe space she deserves. And then someone followed up with, how is he giving her space when she's in ad campaigns? Her personal info is all over the internet, and she is marching in pride parades. There is no reason for him to exploit her like this. And underneath that comment was, they don't actually care. It's just an opportunity for them to sprout more homophobia and transphobia. So you can see that there's a lot of different layers to this. Do I think that he's intentionally pushing his daughter out there for a narrative? No. Do I think that sometimes you can be guided by a lot of money? Yes. And do I think that that could put positive pressure on someone? Yes, because there's such thing as positive pressure. Someone can be pushing you in a positive way. You should really go to school or something like that. So I do think there's a layer of, if that's something you really want to do and they're going to provide you the opportunity, do you want to do it, Zaya? I do see those moments between him and his daughter, but I don't think he's intentionally going to Disney and saying, "Hey, I'll have her do this." That's what I feel. I feel like that's not the case here. But there's a lot of opinions out here, and there's a lot of different layers. Do I think she's going to win this petition? Absolutely not. Given what I'm reading now, absolutely not. Then I saw this comment here. He's had sole custody for like 10 years, and his ex is still trying to keep the Crams gang. I can't even read it. I can't even read it there. Hold up. I gotta pull it up here. Uh, oh well. That one was basically saying that it's just sad and embarrassing for her to keep putting the kids through this. Zaya doesn't bother anyone. She is simply existing. And so that one was more so just talking about how it's the mother that's trying to keep this up. She's been trying this for 10 years, and she doesn't really understand the impact that it's causing for her daughter. And I'm saying I agree, because she's not looking at Zaya as her daughter. She's looking at Zaya as her son and still holding on to that in her mind. That's how I feel. Knowing that you have all this time to reach out to her and do all these things, but you haven't. And then you file a petition. Not, your petition is not around getting custody or anything like that. Is you want to stop Zaya from doing something that you never had an involvement in over the last 10 years when you could have been there. Information that I really didn't have on my last live. So, yeah, I mean, the jury is out on this one. I don't know how you all feel about it, but I feel like she got a heavy up battle to fight on this. Grand Rising, shout out to Zaire. Thank you for coming through. I never thought Dwayne was pushing Zaire. He is being loyal, supportive parent. Yeah, I agree. They're going to cause this baby to have severe mental issues fighting over this, and so publicly. So publicly, so publicly. I follow that story, and Dwayne has had his kids for over a decade. Them kids grew up in the limelight. I believe the conversation was had. Oh, she chose to do this. Instead of fighting it, embrace it and protect your baby's mental. I'm having a 50-50 in reference to this topic. I love that Dwayne is supporting his daughter, but I also want the child to have privacy. I agree. I absolutely agree. And, let's just be honest, because, that's what we do. We're going to keep it fucking real. Do you know how many predators that are out there on all kinds of people and children? And so when they're thrusted into the limelight like this, and we see the stories all the time, these celebrities who are often child stars, they grow up and then we hear the stories of what has happened to them when they were younger, or that they become the predator themselves. So when I do sometimes get a little sensitive when I see that, children are propped up to be sort of the icon, or this is the person who's going to lead the cause for this. I do worry about that because so many opportunities come from that. And then let's say they get to 21, 22, 23, where they make their own decisions. Do you know how much comes their way? So I respect him for being so protective of his daughter, but I do hope he understands exactly what he's getting himself into. Um, because a lot of times you're so tunnel visioned on supporting my child, you often forget that, yeah, but you open the door to this, all this shit, other shit comes. So yeah, I see that as well. Hey, Kings Mina, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Sis wants that coin. Yeah, she wants that coin. Good morning. Yes, Miss Toby. That age group live on live in the moments. It's always been Zaya's choice. Dwayne wasn't fair towards the mother. Why you say that, Lisa? Why you say Dwayne wasn't fair towards the mother? A 12-year-old boy is too young for him to make that kind of life decision. Let the child be home, but at this age, it should be privately done. Right. Because my thing is this, let's say Disney or whoever funds it. What do they get out of it? What is it for them to gain? Like what I think that's what I've been trying to figure out. Like what after this she's guaranteeing you all first option on hosting a show or being present on the Disney Channel. I'm more interested in okay, and of course that's a personal, private matter between them two, and yeah, it's going to be a business deal. But what does that business deal look like? And if it is for her to do guaranteed work for the show, in switch for paying for any operation or any type of, yeah, I couldn't get jiggy with that. I also had issues when they show a pic of her kissing her boyfriend online. If I had a child, no way would they be kissing online and promote it on my page. Right. And so, Miss Toby, let me ask you this: the concerns that you have, do you feel like the mother is just in having those concerns, even given the fact that she's not so involved, she hasn't been involved, she's only watching from afar, like we are. So, with you even having this concern, do you think it's just for her being the biological mother to have that concern too? I think I'm curious to know. Like, do you think she has the wherewithal, or we should just look at her like we look at us, like it's just an opinion, it's just a thought. She shouldn't have no way around it because meant to say himself. I do not agree with him living in the open. I raised 4 young men, and all of that was off limits at that age. The mother is an opportunist, in my opinion. He came into fame and money, and she lost custody of her children. What did she do so bad to have lost custody from the beginning? Uh, right. At 12, you ain't kissing nowhere, and me being cool with you better be sneak kissing. People would not have these concerns if Zaya was straight, period. We already know it. We already know it. It's almost like glorifying an object, like she's some mythical creature and everybody wants their hands on it. And it's so weird. It's the weirdest thing. Disney is demonic. Disney is demonic. Um, I do think it's gonna affect Zaya. I definitely think it's going to affect Zaya. Whether it's going to be a good effect, positive effect, or a negative effect, I think there's going to be some level of overexposure going on here. And yeah, the mother has something to do with that because she just merely by filing, filing a petition, you've now brought more shit out here to the limelight. There's a way you could have done that privately, and you could have reached out to him privately, but you've definitely brought more weight to this. Now everyone is re-examining Zaya and Zaya Wade and what she's doing. Now everyone's talking about the Disney contracts and putting that critical eye on, okay, so really what are they doing? Before we really didn't care. I didn't, but now here I am over on the channel talking about it because that's what really struck me was when she filed the petition. Oh wow. And then given she said in April of 2022, they had a meeting at his home where they discussed all of this stuff. And it's like, okay, wow, okay, so that's what y'all discussed. And he was trying to let you know that there's so much coming in the pipeline. What does that mean? We can't just let that shit go. We can't just say, yeah, but he's the father. He's been doing this all her life. No, that there's a little bit of weight there that needs to be talked about, and I think that unfortunately is what's being brought to the forefront. The fact that yeah, he has been a supportive father. Yeah, he's allowing Zaya to live in her truth. Yeah, most fathers and most parents wouldn't even allow this. Yeah, we see that. And for many people who got children and who have children going through the same thing, this is like gold. You can watch Zaya and you watch the father and see how, this is it's gold. But on the flip side of that, knowing that corporations and people got their hands in pockets into consumers and what they want to see and what they like, how much of that is tapping that Wade household, And it could be good and it could be bad, but it serves a purpose for us discussing. You can't just sweep over that shit. I don't care who you are. That's how you end up with, I ain't gonna bring up Michael Jackson, but that's how you end up with folks wanting to have Neverlands and shit. I'm being honest with you because they don't get the opportunity to really live their life as a child because too much other shit is going on. Corporate contracts and shit taking you away from living your life because you got obligations. And then by the time you turn 28 and 30, you out here, So shout out to Zaya Wade. Absolutely. Live your truth. Be you. I hope every decision that comes to you, you're able to put some sort of your input, your honest, genuine, true input in. And I hope it's being considered, you know. And shout out to Dwayne Wade for doing your thing, continuously supporting your daughter, through this transition. As I said on my last live, and I'm going to continue to say, I definitely think now this is a different situation, but in any situation where you have a child that's transitioning, I always feel like both parents need to be at the table and be on the same page. I don't care. I just feel that way. That's a major, major monumental move. And sometimes fathers may not be on that same wavelength. And sometimes mothers may not be on that same wavelength. But I do think you need to come to a conversation, a discussion. Like, hey, we're going to do this. So what do you want to do about it? That needs to happen. It does. Because if it don't, the more it leans into the child's aging, it becomes really, really bad, traumatizing, difficult to handle, difficult to bear. Then you got not only your gender issues, but you have family issues. All of that shit is compounding, you know? Um, but I do think both parents should, whether it's the father saying, I don't agree with it, but do what you want, bam, out the way. Whether it's the mother saying, I'm not paying for it, I'm not doing it, out the way. But I feel like if they're a child, a minor, and let me preface that by saying the folks who have the custody of the child. Let me just say that because there are some instances where parents don't have custody of the children. So if you got 50-50, I definitely think both parents should be together making that decision. Now, if the mother has custody and the father's out the household, I definitely think the mother should be in tune with that decision, absolutely with the child. The father's out the household, it's hard to get the father's opinion on that. And that's when I say we got a unique situation here. And that's the bit I didn't really know about yesterday. So in this situation, I damn to her for filing a petition over a name change, but not filing a petition for custody. That's how I look at it for her. And Dwayne Wade, unfortunately, I would have never had nothing to say, but I do have the fact that what does those contracts look like? Like how much, what that ringer look like? What does the receipts look like? In her engagements and shit like that. And is it all genuine? And what's up with Disney? Because Disney is always in some shit. I was shocked to know that Tamron Hall's show was owned by Disney. I said, damn, nobody else could take Tamron Hall's show. No, I didn't want Viacom. Viacom put her ass on BET, and that's the rest. That's history. That's it. No more Tamron Hall show. Bury that shit all up under some stuff. She has every right to have that concern. She was using them as pawns because he was on the road. He took, good morning, Slim Duncan. He took full custody of the kids and didn't grant her the opportunity to still be their mother. It's sad. She's been petitioning the courts for joint custody since the beginning, but we only see the bullshit. Okay. Thank you for that. And that's another good point. That's a very good, interesting detail. I also think that his wife is heavily in his ear. Oh, Gabby. Okay, he's holding the cards and he's got deep pockets. I also think that his wife is heavily in his ear. She sees the opportunity, possibly. Good morning, Joe. What up, Joe? I'm going to stay out the chat. Love y'all. King Cruise topic as far as the parent part is triggering. We're going to switch over in a minute. I'm sorry. I hope every decision she's making in her decision is her decision. I agree. I hope she has some input. He's allowing his son to do what he didn't have the courage to do himself. Thank you, Miss Toby. I'll be back. So that's a sacrifice. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning. But I do think Gabby is the battery and benefactor of the exposure. Oh, y'all gonna make me do some homework now. I feel another live coming. I want to title this the history of the Wade custody. I want to know. Here's what I want to know. I want to know, A, what happened immediately after the custody battle. After he got rich, got custody of the kids, what happened? Did she file a petition? Was he trying to be there? I want to get to the bottom of that. Then I want to know Gabrielle Union's position on these things, on these issues, alone from all of them. So I want to do a little deep dive in this show. I might have another live schedule, or I might just do an upload. It depends, but I want to do a deeper dive on this. And I want to center it around this topic so that, folks who may find it triggering, we can just all come and talk about it all together on the triggering live. But that's where we stand. He's responded. He said what he said. We feel how we feel. Do I think the petition is going to be granted? No, I don't. But I do think it deserves a bigger conversation, a larger conversation about how much influence does other people have in Zaya Wade's transition. And I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it at that. She filed when Gabby came along. It was a nasty divorce. I believe he was dating Gabby while still. Oh, I know somebody got some videos on you. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna go do some deep dive on that. All right, y'all. Let's switch over. All right. So in the wee hours of the night, Drake and 21 Savage dropped Her Loss. Now, Her Loss is a 16-track project, and it's actually way better than Certified Lover Boy and Honestly Nevermind. I felt like this was his redemption. Like, yeah, I can rap. Now, he has some standout tracks. Number one standout track is, of course, Circo Loco, which samples One More Time. Hey, hey, we got to separate. I like the record. Unfortunately, the record, of course, many are saying was a diss to Meg. He drugged Meg. He also has some words for Ye. Now we're gonna discuss whether he drugged Meg or not, because Drake has a way of playing on words. Yes, he does. He may be saying, we're gonna take a trip riding a stallion, and be in the video them riding horses, but it could be a whole diss to Meg. And that's what we saw here. And so really, you really don't know. He also got a song on here, Pussy Millions with Travis, and that's a dope record. Travis Scott, Savage, and Drake on that record. So a dope album. Um, and so last night, of course, we got to see the record drop, right? Then the messy ass fans. Why are we so messy like this? If I could talk to us, because I was there too. We are so fucking messy. You know how many people just sat on Twitter last night and just screenshotted the lyrics, the video, and added Megan Thee Stallion, added her ass like girl, girl, girl. I'm like, people must really don't fucking like her. Like, god damn. Well, of course, Drake seemingly is being reported subs Megan Thee Stallion on joint album with 21 Savage, Her Loss. Now, the lyrics in particular are in the song Circle Loco. So he says, this bitch lie about getting shot, but she a stallion. Now, some folks are saying the play on this is this bitch lie about getting shot, but she a stallion. It's talking about a woman in general that's talking about she ain't getting no booty shots, but when he look at her, that ass is a stallion. So some could take it that way, but when you flip that bitch upside down, oh, it sounds like he's saying Megan lying about getting shot, but she a stallion. And when you put it that way, to me, it don't make sense. But people, they were like, girl, you getting talked about over here. So here's the line again. This bitch lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Even she had went to her page to like, are we going to go into her tweets, to her page to like kind of say, nah, he ain't talking about me. Then the next line was, shorty say she graduated. She ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1K. I heard enough. And it's, she went to school, she graduated. He's saying she ain't learned enough. He plays her album, track 1K, I heard enough. Given the fact that it was a low out, the sales for that album was very low promotion. Many thought that to be, he's talking about her. In another area of the song, he says, she a 10 trying to rap. It's good on mute. Meaning she looks good, quiet. And I was like, damn. I started feeling like it was a diss to Meg. I'm like, damn, why all these motherfuckers coming at Meg? Now, originally the album was supposed to be out October 28th, but it got pushed back because Noah had came out with COVID, so they decided to release it last night. And so Meg finally catches on. Megan Thee Stallion responds to Drake, appearing to claim she lied about allegedly getting shot by Tory Lanez on Circle Local. So first Meg was trying to play it like she didn't know what the fuck was going on. She was trying to act like, why everybody think he talking about me? And I was on the same wavelength, Meg. So first she tweets this. I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching weak ass conspiracy theories and bars to my name. Niggas nor hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout, bitch. Keep sucking my pussy. Now, when that first came out, the first couple of comments were, bitch, how you think Drake needs you for clout? That's literally what people were saying. I don't think he needs you for clout. I don't think he doing that. You doing you for clout. And people were like, no, girl. They were screenshotting it. It's like, look, you have to see this shit. Now he talking about you. And so then she responds again. A stallion is slang for a tall, thick woman, because somebody said he said stallion. So technically he did say your name. Hey, being messy. And she's like, a stallion is slang for a tall, thick woman. And again, you could take that. Like, this bitch lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. You know what I'm saying? You could take it however you want to. And so she then finally was like, wait, hold up, y'all. The fuck is going on? So she tweets this. Stop. And it's so funny to me. She literally went from this to this. Stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass niggas. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You niggas, especially rap niggas, are lame. ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her. Then she goes on, people attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself now. I'm doing too much. Every time it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't fuck with me? Okay, cool. Fuck it. Bye. And when the motherfucking facts come out, remember all y'all whole ass favorite rappers that stood behind a nigga that shot a female. And, they started eating her up in the comments, Meg up in the comments. And it was like, oh, now you finally realize? So this person was like, she was in denial for 2 minutes about the diss. Then she heard those lines again, like, wait a minute. And this person was like, hey, I'm just amazed how she ignored all the allegations this year and didn't pay him any mind until Drake, one of the biggest pop stars with longevity, brought it up. Her ego was definitely hurt. And I definitely believe her ego was hurt after this. I mean, I don't think she woke up expecting to be, I don't think none of us expected her to be a target of Drake. So of course there's something else going on behind the scenes with that. And I'm hoping Nicki has nothing to do with it. I saw this image here, like Party, they all fighting Party now because Party is supposed to be allegedly her man. Then we flip to Drake. Drake says this about Ye, linking with the ops. Bitch, I did that for Jay Prince. If you don't remember, Jay Prince arranged Drake and Kanye to come together for their feud to end their feud for the Larry Hoover concert. And so in the song, he goes on and on about, I only did it for mob ties. He actually says it. And I said, damn, given the fact that what we know about mob ties and what's happened with Takeoff, and of course he recorded this well in advance of what happened on Monday, I'm like, damn, here we go with this shit again. So it's definitely interesting. Drake, of course, is not going to respond. I think Drake is taking a 30-day cleanse. I put it on my Instagram, my Twitter. He's taking 30 days off right now. No sex, no alcohol, no drugs, and I don't know, some other shit. And I said, thank God, thank God. And then let's reassess whether you need another 30 at the end of this 30. Whoa. So how y'all feel about this Drake and Meg thing? Do y'all think he was a pussy for that? Or do y'all think it's par for the course on her part and it's being dragged way too far out? What's the rule on the table? It was real nasty. Yes, Drake does play on words with his fine ass. Oh, dang. Well, all right, Megan. Good morning, Lady K. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good morning. Y'all think y'all give Drake a pass for this? I think Drake's gonna get a pass for this. Not only because people are really not fucking with Meg, but the album goes off. The album goes off. If you into rap like that, this is it's a good rap album. I'm still trying to get through it myself. Oh, Karen, thank you so much. Thank you, babes. Oh, wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out, Karen. Thank you, babes. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Cash App. Yo, if y'all want to send some love, $ Roman L. Jackson. I appreciate that. That's dope. Thank you. Hey, that was nice. All right, so that was that. Then we get into Chrisean. Now, this is gonna probably be one of the bigger stories of today. So I didn't really cover 4 days ago when Blueface and Chrisean had gotten to that physical altercation and she came live recording it. Now, I didn't cover it because in my mind, I felt like this was gonna be one of many, given that they're doing this Zeus network shit. So I'm like, okay, but I did hear about the story and I still think it's fucking graphic and I still think it's bullshit about some text messages and all that good bullshit. Whatever. So I let the story go and I just heard about it. Well, over motherfucking night, we find out that the baby mom of Blueface, Jaden Alexis, apparently she spilled all the tea. She sat down on this show. Now, I'm not gonna play the entire thing because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike or anything like that. But I'm gonna play for you just a small part of the baby mom on this interview and what she had to say. Now, this is what she went on and apparently what she had to say, and I'm like, wow.
I'm just chilling. Like I'm vibing. We vibe. We're cool. Like that's my family forever. But I'm not the woman I've grown up to be. Like is not. I'm not like chasing that no more. So if you want to be on that, go be on that. If I needed some birthday, I'm gonna get some birthday.
Like, right. So you basically have no respect for Chrisean and Blueface's relationship.
No, I don't give a. It's I don't give a.
Right. Why though?
Because when me and him was in a relationship, ain't nobody show me no respect.
What fuck is you talking?
Let me run that one more time.
I'm just chilling. Like I'm vibing. We vibe. We're cool. Like that's my family forever. But I'm not the woman I've grown up to be. Like is not. I'm not like chasing that no more. So if you want to be on that, go be on that. If I needed some birthday, I'm gonna get some birthday.
Like, right. So you basically have no respect for Chrisean and Blueface's relationship.
No, I don't give a. It's I don't give a.
Right. Why though?
Because when me and him was in a relationship, ain't nobody show me no respect.
What a slut. I had to type it in there. What a slut. What? First of all, you know, because I'm just a shady ass nigga like that. Yeah, I'm shady. I'm shady as fuck. I saw these of her and I said, I just fell out. Mind you, I was in my closet grabbing a towel to take a shower this morning, and I'm on my phone looking at shit there, you know, for the show. And I saw this picture of her, and I just fell on the fucking ground. They talking about some catfishing in 2022. That's how she looked at the interview. Then I saw this other one. I know good and goddamn well. Yeah, that's how they like them nowadays. No shade, no lie, no tea. On some real shit. They be looking one way on Instagram, and then you see them in real life. That motherfucking zipper is hanging. That zipper is coming down past the button because it was only there for the picture. So she gives that only there for the picture. All of that, everything. Bitch shirt stretched out, all of that. So anyway, she came out with that. Well, you know Chrisean Rock wasn't going to let that shit slide. So Chrisean came out and she tweeted this. You can tell that interviewer the bitch wanted me, but had to settle for whatever they budget had. I'm tagged in all I hear is Chrisean. So Chrisean, bitch, ask Chrisean for the Chrisean answer. Again, people eating off my name, but don't got nothing to do with me. So what we learned from that tweet was the interviewer had reached out to Chrisean first, but Chrisean's people told her that, girl, we racks on racks on racks. So I know you play with the pennies, but we're racks over here. So her budget was able to afford her the baby mom. And the baby mom went and did the interview. And what we'll learn in a lot of the other tweets, and I think I got some of them, is that Blueface was fine with her doing this interview because ain't nobody mad when you go out there and do your interviews. So why I'm mad at her? And that's when shit started hitting the fan. So then she goes on a tweet, then talking about your baby daddy like you a side bitch. That's what I said. What a slut. What a slut. You talking about like, yeah, he can go fuck whatever he want. And then if I want some birthday dick, all the dick in the world. All the dick in the world. You talking about if you want some birthday dick, you want a nigga that's attached to several different women? What the? I just be wanting to know something. I really do. And it's no shade, no hate. I don't be trying to, I'm not Messiah. I'm not none of that. But what is it about? What will it be? It has to be an emotional connection. You have to be stupidly emotionally attached to still want attached dick and claim it like it's yours when you know you have to submit a Outlook invite and hope it get approved for that fucking day. What kind of shit is that? That's not right. That's not life. You shouldn't be waiting for an accepted for your invitation for some dick. It should be, and this hoopty. She's such a hoopty. Now, granted, I'm not saying Chrisean Rock is the best, but I be damned if I gotta hit you up like, hey, my birthday in a couple of weeks, just want to know. Are you kidding me? You better know it. Let me shut up, Roman. All right. So after that, she goes on. Matter of fact, let's talk about the main topic of discussion to go viral. I'm the topic of most people interviews. The shit getting out of hand now. Let's interview you about your whole ass baby daddy and his bitch he going viral with next. And so now this is where shit turned left. So around 8:03 p.m. yesterday, she tweeted because Blueface had then finally got wind of his baby mom in this interview. So Blueface tweets, everybody has done an interview or went live speaking about my baby mom and vice versa. Let's keep the same respect and stop making it seem like somebody's word or existence is more important than the other baby mom, the most loyal to me in the situation, and none can top that. For real, let her shine. So he basically throwing flowers to his baby mom, like, fuck all y'all. She's been there with me for the whole round. Ain't none of y'all, it don't matter. She's the most loyal. Most loyal? Like, you got a whole pack of dogs, and out of all your dogs, she's the most loyal one? She's the most loyal one. All right, we see what they have to look like to be the most loyal. So then she replies to him by saying, not you trying to pick a side now because you upset about that live that disturbed the world and fucked up your image respectfully. Sorry, you the same nigga kicked your family out for me to come live with you. Niggas can't silence me when I'm done wrong. I'm going to pop my shit. So we going to get on something real quick. Now, you see what she referenced here, because this is not what this is about. This ain't about the baby mom sitting there interviewing. This ain't about none of that shit. You know what this is about? This is about 4 days ago when she did that live about him punching her in the mouth. That caused some irreparable harm to his image. See, we didn't know this, but it definitely did. And now, as we see, it's starting to leak out through the cracks. But what she tried to do during that same time frame, because she realized that she fucked up his image, that same day she came back out with another video taking it all back. Let's roll some of this footage. So this is the video that allegedly has ruined his career. Now I've took out all of the shit that is too graphic, but this is allegedly the video.
The fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? The fuck, this is a busted lip, busted nose. You lying. You weird ass bitch. You lying. The fuck? I'm just texting a boy. That's it. This bitch ass nigga gonna beat me up. Like, what the fuck? So what? Let me jump out the motherfucking car, nigga. He gonna pull me back just to hit me in my mouth because I wanna jump out the car. So he gonna pull me out the car? No. No. I tried to get out the car. He pulled me back just to hit me in my mouth. Then he called me on no police shit. No, bitch, I'm drunk and you're being a bitch. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my mouth. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my face. You a bitch ass nigga.
So now she did that. Now the very next moment we get this.
No filter, no makeup. I had a bad trip yesterday. It's a Casamigo. Trying to jump out of a fucking moving car on the highway. Blue trying to keep me from jumping out the car. I fought that nigga, like, trying to get the fuck up out the car. He's trying to save me, and I'm just like, I just blacked out.
And she just blacked out. So to me, that seemed like immediately y'all had a discussion and he already knew by the comments he was receiving, the damage was done, girl. Cause like time and time again, we see this between y'all two, but when you start, the more you start breaking it down, telling a story, talking about how it happened, what he did, and it was over you texting some guy about something. And then she decides, after these tweets, she started putting out some more receipts on his ass. Like, no, nigga, I know why you're trying to get away from me. So in reference to this, not you trying to, pick the side piece because the live that disturbed the world and fucked up your image respectfully. So she kind of already knows. She already saying it. Like, yeah, I know what I did. Now, to me, any other person, I would say this is going to be the end of these two. But it just seemed like they had this weird, we're together for life. And we're going to get into that. So then he goes and he tweets, I don't say nothing bad about you publicly because I decided to deal with it. With that would only make me look bad for bringing you this far along. But everyone is eating off me at the end of the day. And I got to keep it fair. Nobody said none when you talking dumb in your interviews or lives. So he's still sort of protected. his baby mom at this point. So then we start getting to these receipt text messages that he started dropping on his baby mom. Oh, and Chrisean Rock started. So she put out this first one, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna read it to you. So she put out this first one, and it says, "You a narcissist for real. So yeah, take up for a bitch that don't really care when you fuck them over bad. That live made you take up for her. To what shit on me with her when you already shitted on her running back to me? Basically, to me, is just the petty shit you on." Now the text message that she's showing is saying him saying to her, "I just need you to have my back. That's it for real. Don't ever put me online like that. So foul and selfish of you. Your wounds will heal. Some things you just can't take back." And I said, wow, that's the issue. That is the issue. It ain't the baby mom. She could do several fucking interviews. They don't really care about that. This is because that fucking live that she did that I just played for you all, it really, really did something to him. And you can see in this message, don't put me online like that. Now, how many times has she put him online, blasted him for some shit? And how many times has he put her online? So you know this is more, this is just about this particular episode was a little bit too much for consumption. Even he had to say, yeah, you kind of crossed the line. Well, she wouldn't have been able to cross the line if the activity and the action didn't occur. So then she puts this next message out, text message out, and I'm gonna read it to you. I know y'all probably can't see. "I literally be so confused texting. I thought we was cool now. Now we're beefing, then whatever." And he said, "Like I said, I'm gonna deal with it as usual, but we will see what you do next." And he goes on, "I'm over it, Rock. Fuck it. You want to keep damaging me for real? I just let you kill me. Just shoot me already, literally." So this is him admitting some sort of you got me. And then the last message that she shows is, "So this ain't you saying the same shit to me for real? Like, come on, bro." And the message says, "It's not about me being hurt. It's about you damaging my image. I only had like you for real because you made me look better. Now you just making me look bad." And I said, so even to be together, you know this shit? It's fucking crazy. So Blueface then goes to his page to tweet. So he tweets this: "Welcome to death row." And the tweet underneath it basically sums up what that means. So it says, "Welcome to death row." And this person replies saying, "So now you're admitting to the world that Chrisean is stuck with you and not going anywhere after you just tried to switch to your baby mom's side. You need to choose one." And apparently death row saying that in just like this means that you're stuck with me forever until death do us, until death. Welcome to death row. And he also goes, "All that victim narcissistic shit dead now. She only going with the flow because it's beneficial." Well, Chrisean woke up in the morning and she also tweeted, "Welcome to death row," meaning I guess she's with it. She with that shit. I'm like, girl, let that shit go. And so in this tweet, "Welcome to death row," she got a lot of her, fans were underneath it saying basically like, "Girl, this ain't what you want to do. Um, you don't got another nigga." Someone saying, "Baby, let this shit go." And then somebody's like, "Let him know, girl, let him know." And I'm like, let this shit go. It is not worth it. It is not worth it. At this point, let it go. Y'all both have done some damaging things to each other. And it's only going to get worse because the more damaging things you do, the more your name gets out here. And at the end of the day, y'all both are looking for some attention. Y'all are, you know. And the fact that she put it out here, then reversed it, and now we're back here, is like, it's one of the worst cycles just fucking repeating itself. I honestly thought, good morning, Risa. Good morning, Boo. Good morning. Good morning. Unreal. Very much so. They getting on my nerves. They had bad example. They said it bad. Yeah, no, they completely do. I honestly thought the first side by side was them comparing her to Amber. They are. They are. That's what I said. That is catfish. Birthday D. Do they put a bow around the head or the balls? Asking for a friend. Hopefully a condom, right? And then a bow. She's definitely attached. I saw the Tasha K interview with his mama, and she talked about Jaden. Jaden. And so what's wrong with him just being with Jaden then? The most loyal or the dumbest? Both. A dummy loyal, a loyalist. That's what it is. That's community, D. I forget how young they are. He and Jaden been a thing since high school, if not middle school. She's always had this attachment to him. Good morning, Nalisha. Stormy says I don't do friends or associates. Good morning. I hope you have an amazing weekend too. Christian need to run and run fast. Baby needs healing. They all on some hard drugs. Give me coke vibes. Yes, they are high as hell. That's when they. That's when she's realizing she's messing up his bag. It's gonna stop her bag. So I think they be on them pills and alcohol. They definitely. That video she made following up her assault, it gave me a cocaine pipe. She need to bring him on a Baltimore trip. They take care of him. And I hate how she keep lying and defending him. Does death row mean AIDS? Not taking up for him, but she be fighting him. Women also like the video of him running from her, and she trying to fight him. Kept hitting him, and bystanders trying to stop her. That's what I said. They both do damaging things to each other. They're both fighting each other constantly, and then they put it out here for us to consume it. And now she did it again, and it's damaging to his career. And what we're supposed to be, no, you always been doing this shit. That kind of love will land someone in a graveyard. Yeah, it will. Death row. Yes, please hit that like button. Where we at with the likes? Y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Yes, Joe, she has mental and emotional issues that she needs to deal with. Good morning, Journey. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, so just the what time is it? Oh, I got time. I got time. I'm gonna do this because I don't be doing it a lot, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop this little link if anybody want to come up and just have a conversation about any of the topics that we talked about today. I got good time, a lot of time before I start my day, but that's the link. Um, Remember we talked about Quavo. We talked about I got this message about Lil Cam Fifth is the other shooter. I thought it was interesting that Fifth on the end of his name, and given the fact that they were in the fourth ward, coming from the fifth ward. And I did do my investigation, but it's just not enough there for me to be live talking about some shit. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. We talked about Dwayne Wade, and we talked about how basically he came out saying this isn't a game to his ex-wife as she's filed the petition, and many of us feel different ways about it. I think we all, for the most part, feel similar, but there's some questions still there. Like, what does those contracts look like, Wade? And why didn't? How many times have you filed for custody versus a name change? Like, to me, a name change sounds more like you've done other stuff, and so you feel like you have the privilege to go in. I just, so there's questions on both sides. Um, Also, we talked about Drake and Megan and how his album he drug her, and it's up for us to debate. It's really up to you. I feel like he definitely threw some shade at Meg. We talked about Blueface, and then we ended on Blueface and Christian. And this is a sad thing between these two because it just seems like it's going to get worse and worse. Don't seem like it's going to be any resolve between these two. Um, it sucks, and the interview that kicked it off was the baby mom going on there saying if she wants some birthday dick, she can get some birthday dick. And Christian wasn't having any of that. You can tell that interviewer bitch. Oh shit, she went in. And they got it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I assumed that 4 days ago that was all about. It was from the Zeus show, Zeus Network. So her money goes to him. Is that what was said? Christian got that's what, yes. Christian got the clout, to be honest. He needs her. I feel like she can carry it on her own, as folks will be rooting for her post him. And I agree. I do feel like Christian got the clout right now. And people were saying that, like, Blueface, I only remember you from Tatiana. Like, but every time you got her name in your mouth or you posting a picture, you get clout. Zeus is going to air that disturbing ass show they have. They are. Oh baby. It's sad that's what kids going to look up and think is okay. It is. It is, and it keeps getting pumped out too. And I don't think it's gonna stop. I think like it'll be another Christian and Blueface. Like people always say, there's a Bobby and Whitney. It'll be another Blueface and Chrisean Rock. Hey, boo. Rock is an angry drug addict. When I tell y'all, when you go from that to this,
Fine. No filter, no makeup. I had a bad trip yesterday. To Casamigos. Trying to jump out of a fucking moving car on the highway. Blue tried to keep me from jumping out the car. I fought that nigga, like, trying to get the fuck up out the car. He's trying to save me, and I'm just like, I just blacked out.
I mean, that truly gives like cocaine vibes. The blogs need to stop highlighting them. The attention feeds into it. It really does. Because it's a whole domestic violence situation. Highlighted under, Chrisean posts picture of Blueface. That's all domestic violence in nature. I do not drink, but a bad trip occurs with liquor. Apparently, she was mixing drugs with her Casamigos, and she had a bad trip. What drug? I don't know. It's all ridiculous to me. And Blueface also needs help. Blueface also needs help. Like, he has his own issues himself, if you ask me. I mean, yeah, the mixing of drugs and alcohol, a bad trip. And so allegedly she wanted to jump out her car and he was stopping her from jumping out the car. But in the video, she was saying how he punched her in the face and pulled her back in and punched her in the face. She's saying that, her lying ass.
The fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? The fuck, this is a busted lip, busted nose. You lying. You weird ass bitch. You lying. The fuck? I'm just texting a boy. That's it. This bitch ass nigga gonna beat me up. Like, what the fuck? So what? Let me jump out the motherfucking car, nigga. He gonna pull me back just to hit me in my mouth because I wanna jump out the car. So he gonna pull me out the car? No. No. I tried to get out the car. He pulled me back just to hit me in my mouth. Then he called me on the police shit. No, bitch, I'm drunk and you're being a bitch. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my mouth. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my face. You a bitch ass nigga.
Absolutely. This woman got some issues. Absolutely. If you ask me, was he the one that knocked that tooth out? We can't ever say she didn't try to go get it fixed. She took it out on her own. So she was attempting to get away from the car because he was assaulting her. She has trauma from her parents in childhood. I'll wait for the episode for my man. You gonna play it for your man? You so funny. Zaire. She already has anger, mental issues. Mixing drugs into that is explosive and deadly. It really is. It is. And she ain't dating nobody who's trying to help her. They both dabbling in it. And that's what makes it even worse. He does the same shit. He's no better. He's no better. He is no better than her. He's just a nigga with a dick. And so unfortunately it comes with his culture. He can have all these women and do that, And unfortunately, she's a bystander. Blueface is her handler. And then the man is in the back talking about, y'all need to work it out. This is a horrible, it's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing if you ask me. It's embarrassing as hell. It's embarrassing, needless to say. So y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure y'all hit that. Oh yeah, I hear myself. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank y'all for coming through. And we talked about so much shit this week. Yo, oh my goodness. She's done all those tattoos, fighting, and ensured all that trauma for a man who doesn't even consider her his woman at all. Like, you just now found that out. All this shit he talking, you just now realizing this man does not want to be with you. So, yeah, it's a shame. And the fact that he put Welcome to Death Death Row. She woke up this morning. The first thing she posted is "Welcome to Death Row." Like, Chrisean, let that shit go. You don't see that you are sort of the bigger star here, but it's something else. It's something else that's keeping her. She is just a product for him at this point. He does not care for her at all. So Teresa, I liked her at first, but this is too much. It goes too far. It does get out of hand. It does. And she released a song, and it's a good song. I like the song actually. She got some talent on her hand. She need to ride her own wave. I don't know what it is. This the niggas looks. First of all, if Blueface wasn't a rapper, he'd be a regular nigga on the street. He probably got some good dick. That's probably it. But he looks like he'd be a regular nigga on the street, a regular hood nigga on like a standing on the outside the gas station, tens and twenties. I got a dime bag with a hoodie on. That's what he gives me. So you ain't losing nothing. It's a lot. It's so many. It's so many. I don't be getting it. I don't get it. She is trauma bonded. You're right. She is trauma bonded. It's so crazy. She's trauma bonded. She should have known that when put their sex tape out, it wasn't leaked. It was put out. I've seen old pictures of her, and she looked so full of life before him. He would actually be a decent model, I believe. He went too down a horrible path. He like that jail model. He's not ugly. Risa's so true. She was beautiful. Her vibe song. Yeah, I like the vibe song. The pop age kids love her. I love the vibe song. That's it. That's the song. I was trying to think of the name of it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I like that song. She should rock her. She should ride her own wave. She really should. Roma, I think you should watch the interview with his mama on Tasha K's channel. It gave me a lot of insight on him. Okay. Tasha K. I need to clean up my house today too, so that's good. I'm gonna put that on all the speakers. Good ping isn't worth the headaches. Mm. In this situation, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree. I know Risa and she had a drive to make it, but now she out here taking the biggest L. Everybody keeps saying that, and they on her tweet this morning, all you see is, "Girl, you just took the biggest L. You a L. You took a L," and I'm just like, she been taking an L at this point. I mean, do we even call it a L? Blueface pretty much is dating his mama. His mama said she was just like Chrisean in her youth. And you see that cycle always happen. It's sad how your life can spiral because of a man. I agree. She was so beautiful. All right, y'all. Can y'all tell me how many likes we got in the room? What up, Diesel? Good morning, Diesel. Thank you for dropping down. Shout out to Diesel. For My Man is a TV show where women do crazy things for men, deadly things. Is that on Oxygen? Because I watch Oxygen all the time. She had the drive for sure. Man, I want her to break away from him before she lose her life. Either from violence or drugs. I agree. L's all around. Did you see the interview with the Jess Hilarious talking about Chrisean and Blueface's relationship? She was speaking facts. Who was it? Jess Hilarious? Yes, I'm gonna watch that one too. It's a very toxic relationship. Clearly, anytime you got somebody and a baby mom come out here and say, just be spitting all that shit like you don't see us together in the news, something ain't right there. Of course, he fucking everybody. Hold up, let me see. Oh no, it's gonna make noise. Because that's next. She gonna end up prison bound or cemetery bound. Simone, Miss Toby, yeah, she had some hidden trauma herself. You can tell it triggered Jess. I'm about to share that on my community wall. Let's see. I'm trying to pull it up.
right now will matter because she's in it. She's getting the most money that she's ever gotten before. She got it to her that love her, somebody taking care of her. Her dream is to be a ride or die. I can't change her. That's her dream right now. Her dream is not even to be what she is, a gymnast, a talented, gifted ass gymnast. This could be an athlete. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do. She chooses to do this. Her dream is to be a ride or die bitch. Let her be that until she realizes she's worth more. Until she realizes who she really is. She's so young right now, nothing I tell her. She gonna look at what I say. Oh, she hating on me. I wouldn't be surprised if she tell me, get you a blue face. Bitch, I fuck around. I pray for her.
Whew. Okay. So I'm gonna share it on my community wall. Wow. Deep, 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 deep. Mm, 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 mm. And that's facts. That is wow. That is facts though. I never looked at it as a fact that her in her mind she wants to be a ride or die bitch. Like I didn't know that was a goal for some. Like wow, you want to be with this man that you want to be his ride or die no matter what. You're fighting hard to prove something to him than to yourself. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Blueface had a successful modeling career and was the workhorse of his family growing up. That mama of his had a plan and was executing it. It all just went left. How it got here is something else. But I ain't took no ass whoopings. Same. Kingsmina did the most in my youth as well, but we grew up with those elders that pumped fear in us of being caught. Tasha K, aka Lil Boosie. I thought I thought Michelle ATLian was Lil Boosie. It's Tasha K. Out in the streets acting and looking a fool. I mean, she spoke a word. She definitely spoke a word. She spoke a word this morning. That's crazy. That's crazy out in these streets. Oh yes, it's a go. I know some women who took charges for men. I mean, yeah, we see it a lot too, even over their own children. So that couldn't be too far fetched either, at all, right? That's all we can do. Wish them all well. Everyone have a great day and let them smiles shine. Peace. Thank you, Karen, and you have a great day too, Karen. Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate your support and your love. You have a great happy Friday and weekend. Yes, Risa. Yes. So I have some time this morning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this live, and I'm coming back just with a few people here, just to kick the shit, kick the breeze. I haven't done that in a minute, but I want to make sure this live is dedicated to those topics. So thank you all for joining me this morning. We had a really good conversation about these three issues. I would definitely say honestly, today I learned more from you all about the Dwayne Wade situation and the Chrisean Rock situation in terms of the history of these relationships, which helped me define my opinion about it. And I want to say thank y'all. This is exactly what this is about, especially, it's a give and take. I brought the topics to the table and y'all definitely, Roma, look at this. So thank y'all. This was definitely worthy of us talking about this morning. Like I said, I'm gonna go look at this history of the Wades, the custody. I want to know more. I want to know more now. So on our next hot topic show, I will definitely be talking when I talk about Dwayne Wade. We'll get into the custody, just answering some of those questions we had, and then I'm gonna share the Tasha K interview as well as the interview with Jess Hilarious on my community wall. Y'all check that out in your downtime. Just listen to those two. I'm gonna be listening to it as well. So when we come back on Hot Topics and we talk about it, we'll all be talking on the same page. And then I will check y'all back out on, of course, if I don't come on weekend Monday at 6:30 a.m. And I gotta reach out to Duchess, see if we can remix this song. Say 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come and see if he can say something else. But I'm gonna see. Everyone drop some crowns. Thank you. You fed us this week. Yes. It felt good. It felt so natural. That history is a long and deep one. Baby, it sound like it. I want to know if she was actually petitioning custody during all of this time. We just didn't know about it, because then this would then make a lot more sense. And then that would shift a lot of people's opinions. Like, well, she's actually been trying to, but if not, then yeah, it's going to always be the same. Always love the show. Love the banter with my chat mates. Have a wonderful day and weekend. You too. I love seeing this side of her. She was speaking facts. Yes, I can definitely say Jess was. I still remember that damn Tim Blaine and Jay Wilson impersonation y'all did. Baby, Duchess is a hoop. Shout out to Duchess. Duchess gave us, the channel, a great compliment this week. And I had to tell him humbly, like, thank you so much, because, sometimes you don't even be paying attention. And you take these compliments and feedback, and it helps you grow for your next show. Like, okay, that worked. That was good. Okay, now I know on the next show. And he definitely did that for me. Shout out to him. I appreciate it, because he didn't even have to. He didn't have to. It's just like, yo, that was a good way of doing that. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Good live. Thank you. I'm gonna be over on his show again soon. Pop up on the show. Pop on the panel. I do want to talk about what I saw in the streets yesterday. All that tomfoolery, but I don't want to talk about it in this live. But I was just dying. Have a beautiful day. You too, Kings Mina. You have a beautiful day. He is the sweetest. Yes, he is. Genuinely. Like, don't get bullshit aside. Like, I'm gonna fuck about that shit. That shit have me in tears. Woo! All right, y'all. Until next time. It's been a pleasure. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting me this week. I enjoyed it so much. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Replay gang. You too. Until next time, y'all. Deuces.
Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman news gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know it can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman news.
Good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman news. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman news, coming just for you. King Roman just for you. 6:30 a.m. East